My wife cheated after turning our marriage into hell. I married my wife 2 years ago. We've been together for 4. 14 months ago, we had our first baby, and honestly, everything fell apart after that. She stopped working, by choice, and I became the only one providing. But since giving birth, it's like she turned into someone else completely. Every single day, she was snapping at me, yelling at me over the smallest things, blaming me for literally everything. I'd come home from work, and she'd just be sitting there holding the baby even when he didn't need to be held, scrolling on her phone while every single chore was somehow my job too. I tried talking to her, but whenever I brought up how miserable things had gotten, she'd flip it back on me. I was insensitive. I didn't care about her. She made me feel like shit constantly. And sex? Forget it. It's been over a year and a half. I didn't even mention it until months after the baby was born. But anytime I tried to talk about intimacy, she tore me apart. Meanwhile, I was killing myself to keep the house running, keep the bills paid, and still somehow be treated like her emotional punching bag. I begged her to try therapy, begged her to work on this, but all I got back was more screaming, more contempt. I started hating my own marriage. I wanted to leave so many times, but I was terrified of splitting up with a baby involved, terrified of the fallout. And maybe deep down, I kept holding on to this tiny shred of hope that somehow she'd go back to who she used to be. Then last month, she made the decision for me. She said she was going out with friends to a bar, didn't come home until 4 in the morning. She passed out drunk, and I checked her phone, and there it was. Messages between her and some random guy talking about meeting up at a hotel. I didn't even feel shock. I felt relief. Like, finally. Finally, I had the reason I needed to walk away without guilt. First thing I did was get a DNA test for my son. He's mine. The second I had the results, I told her I knew. I told her it was over. And that's when she broke down. Suddenly she was sobbing, begging me for forgiveness, swearing she'd change. She threw out every excuse: postpartum depression, trauma, alcohol. She said she'd do anything. She said she didn't want to lose our family. She was on her knees begging me not to leave. But the truth is, I had already left this marriage in my heart a long time ago. The cheating was just the nail in the coffin. I don't care about the begging. I don't care about the promises. I told her straight up, don't talk to me anymore. I'm done.